Let's jump to the war here, and today we've got a rating your Doomstack video, which is also kind of a disaster battle. A little bit of both. Playing as Drazoath the Ashen, we've got an Infernal Guard Fireglaive Doomstack. We've got 14 of these units, and we've got 2 Infernal Castellan. We've got Gordon's Backstabber, which I don't understand why he's in here. We've got 2 Demon Smith Sorcerers and Drazoath. I'm going to press start in this battle before this one annoys the hell out of us. So we're going up against 4 full stacks here, and this is going to be a tricky one to rate because we're going up against a lot, right? And we're going to have a lot of abilities. But if we use these abilities, then it's not really an Infernal Guard Fireglaive Doomstack, so they have to be doing the majority of the work in this battle. So things like spamming the Flames of Asgore, we can't be doing that in this battle. If it was a disaster battle, then sure, no problem. But it's not really. It kind of is, but it isn't. It's only a disaster battle because we're just going up against so much. Like 4 full stacks, these guys here, it might be a bit much for them. Because I think the guy was expecting me to use everything at my disposal. But there's a problem then. If you use everything at your disposal, then it's not really an Infernal Guard Fireglaive Doomstack. They're just units that are tagged along because it becomes a Drazoath Doomstack. He's the one that gets 1,000 kills, right? So we can't let that happen. So yeah, it can be a difficult line to toe, and you're never going to get 100% consensus with people. But I think the main point of what we've got to do here is try to win the battle, but actually make it so that the Infernal Guard Fireglaives are the one doing the work. They're the ones getting the kills, and we're just here to support him. So whenever making any decision, it has to be, are we supporting these units here, or are we trying to glorify a different unit? So we've got Gordon's Backstabber here as well. I don't understand why he's attached to the army. I'm sure he serves a purpose, right? And that would be to pop down and get the gits, slow them down a little bit, right? That's great, but you're boosting this army by a tiny, tiny little bit, and you're not making use of his main strength, which is Hobgoblins. He really should be attached to a Hobgoblin army, not one of these armies here. So you're losing points for this. He shouldn't be there. You should just get either another Infernal Castellan, another Infernal Guard, or another Demon Smith, or even a Torok. It would have been fine, a Bull Centaur. But Gordon's Backstabber should not be in this Doomstack, so you're losing points for that straight away. These two here, you got a Fire Wizard and a Hashut Wizard. Yep, that sounds good. I understand the point behind that. You want to be using both of those spells for the passives. For the passive for this one, for the Law of Fire, but also for the Ash Storm for there, because these guys here do Flaming Attack. Alright, and then I think it makes sense to put them on foot, because they will be way more tanky in that scenario there. Okay. I honestly think you should have had Drazoath. I don't think Drazoath should be commanding this army. He should really have a Kadai Doomstack, I think. Or an Infernal Guard Doomstack. I don't think he boosts the Fireglaives by that much. Maybe just giving them a bit of extra melee defense or something. I'll have to go back and have a look. But I think it's a waste of his skills. I'll still test it out, but I think that either an Overseer is what I would prefer for this. So what I'm doing over here is just going to use this, because I don't want them casting magic. Now, as for army abilities, right? Every single one of your armies is going to have all this stuff. None of this stuff here is unique to Drazoath, right? But for uses of Dreadquake Battery, you're clearly in a close to a province that has got that upgraded. So that's not going to be the case all the time. So am I going to use 4 Dreadquake batteries? No. I might use 1, maybe. But I'm not going to use it 4 times. I'll use the Blood and Fireborn only to get rid of artillery pieces, like this one. I'm fine with using Armor of Contempt. No problem with that. Yeah, that is not doing anything. I'll use Flaming Breath, that's not that powerful. Doom of Hashut, maybe I'll use it once, maybe, if things start to go belly up. But I'm not going to use Flames of Asgore. I will use anything that is there to support the Infernal Guard. That's the important part here, I think. Yeah, so we didn't even get a single kill with that. It's a good ability, but it's nothing that you should really focus on with the Flaming Breath. Alright, I think I'll move back just a little bit. Because what you want is for these guys to be at the maximum range of the fire glaives there. We also want to hug the edge of the map here so we can't be flanked too heavily. Because our front line is not super good. Yeah, the AI always wait for their reinforcements. So with 1 stack of ours and 2 stack of theirs, it's considered evenly matched. We've got to consider as well that there are 2 more stacks still to come in. Alright, I'm going to try to get some of these guys to come in early, or else we're going to be having a problem. I don't think we want to do it. Hang on. If I could get Gordos around the back of the arm, if I could squeeze through here. Oh, that's going to be tight. I could pop down to get the gits down on that. I can't get through. Oh, hang on. Can I get through here? No. Nice, get them to shoot their own units. Can I squeeze through it? Can I squeeze through it? Can I squeeze through it? Nope, nope, I'm out of boo-boo. Unfortunately, Gordos is not good at getting out of these sort of scenarios here when he gets surrounded. But I thought it'd be worth a shot. Alright. If I do this, I might be able to get out. Alright, this is a good place at any to pop this down to save Gordos. It's not going to do that much damage, it's mostly just to save the hero. Because yeah, I was trying to get rid of that artillery. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, I'll have to use this then. Clear the way. Get out. Go, 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 go. Alright. Let's not do that again. So, cleared off a couple of 100 units, and I don't think I'll use those abilities again for the rest of the battle. I was just really trying to use Gordos to get around the back of the army. If you put him in the army, I'll try and use him, but I just couldn't get through it. It's too thick. Let's go around this way. So these guys here, using Flash Bomb would be good as they're coming in. Actually, you know what? With Drazwath, let's put you on the ground. Oh, damn, I still got a minute before I can use this again. Because Gordos is not great at, like, holding the line. His melee defense is okay, but he's a little bit on the squishy side. What's going on there, Drazwath? Told you to land. Okay, here they come. Right. Storm that. And these guys here. Yeah, the fire glaives are so good against single entities. It's not very high battle difficulty, right? Yeah, it is. I'm just surprised that they're shooting at this guy here. Okay, he finally lands. Okay, I'll use this to get rid of the artillery. Gordos needs to try to get back. Okay, so far so good. We're taking a little bit of damage, but it's nothing too severe. Just keep using this. Oh wow, this one's taking a lot of damage really quickly. Because a hero is attacking him. Yeah, I want that dude dead. And cast spells to get Kindle Flame. Okay, good. That guy won't hold much longer. Okay, we got dudes really trying to push through here. Gordos try to get back here. Good, we took out the artillery. That's good, because that'll do a lot of damage otherwise. Slow them down there. Okay, we've got dudes shooting at us over here, so stop them. Put them on guard mode, right? Yeah, I didn't. We should do that. Just chase them all away. This guy's fighting a bloody giant. We need to take that giant out now. So far the battle seems to be going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it's performing. I still don't think Gordo should be in here. Pretty much agree with all the other decisions. Apart from Drazoath as well. I don't think he should be commanding the army. Okay, you use that so we get Kindle Flame, and you use this so we dish out some more damage to those units. This guy here is struggling. Let's get him out of here. Okay, this guy here's got a vial of Hashut, so let's pop that down on this one and kill it while we've got the chance. 60% flame weakness plus. Oh god, it just deleted him. Alright, our heroes have held the line pretty well so far, but they're getting a bit worn out. About 2 full stacks have been dealt with now. This one here can't handle much more. And our Fireglaives have barely taken any damage. How's Gordo's doing? Actually doing pretty well. Oh, I see. He's got a Life Bane Blade, so he's actually regenerating. You know, you can give that to anyone. He doesn't have his unique items on. Yeah, he really should be in a Hobgoblin army. Alright, we've got another one coming in here. Do I have another Vial of Hashut? No. Oh, take out another Ragnarok Spider. Yep, you just hold them back. Is he regenerating? Doesn't look like it. Yep, that thing just died super quick. Good. Good, now if they just keep coming at us at waves like this, should be just GG. Yep, just escort these guys here off the battlefield, Drazoath, that's good. There's still a handful of units to come in. Bounce power's even. But we've taken out about nearly 4,000 of their troops so far. This guy's also got another Life Bane Blade. That's good. Down the approach there. Oh, this guy here can't hold much longer. I'm going to have to pull him back. Oh, is he going to survive? Come on, shoot it. I was going to save that for a little bit later, but oh well. It'll regenerate. Yeah, these are pretty good at holding the line for a few seconds. Alright. That guy held about as long as he could. He might still rally though. We've also got this ability here, Morgrum's Eye, but they don't need extra accuracy. And the armor-piercing missile damage, while that is good, need it. It's more important that the guys remain in melee. Remain out of melee, I mean. Okay, he came back. Just keep him at the back here now. I don't know why they're shooting at him. That's stupid. It is on very hard battle difficulty. Yeah, it definitely is. It's just, that's unusual. They usually don't shoot at small single entities like that. Yeah, no abilities apart from the ones that are just there to support the Fireglaives. Oh, everyone's shooting. Okay, let's get some restore ammunition going. Okay, there's more artillery over there. Okay, I'm willing to use a Dreadquake battery on that. Also got this I should be using. Where'd guys go? Went too far out this way. Bring him back. Alright, a single Dreadquake battery doesn't get rid of him. But I'm fairly sure that the army losses is going to trigger any moment now, because we've killed off 3/4 of their army. And while that artillery is doing some damage to us, I don't think there's enough of them left. Although there's a lot of dangerous single entities coming. Hang on. Have I got... Drazoth, I need you over here. I need to cast a spell. Slow them down on the approach. And I need you to... Of course, there it is. There's the army losses. Cool. There we go. We got through it without a single cast of the Flames of Asgore. Without a single unit getting wiped. Oh, did that guy leave the battlefield? Yeah, he must have left. But he didn't get killed. Yeah, these guys got loads of kills, and I only used one use of the restock. Well, 2 now. Heroic victory. Nice. Well, I don't think anyone's really going to deny that Chaos Dwarves have very powerful units. It really comes down to the fact that they just can't spam them straight away. But let's have a look to see how expensive, in terms of the armaments, it was to recruit this. I still don't think that Gorda should be in the army. He did a good job in here, but then that's not the point. He should be attached into a Hobgoblin army. You're just not making use of his strengths there. Yeah, unless this is the only army that you've got, which I doubt it. Pretty much straight away from the get-go, there's no reason to just have one army when playing as the Chaos Dwarves, when, you know, surrounded by enemies, good economy, and loads of cheap units. Okay, let's grab that. And let's have a look. Campaign's obviously going fine. So the armies are probably just moving out of the way, but the camera's in the wrong spot. This happens a fair bit. Oh, are you kidding? I can't test this if we have to fight another friggin' battle. Not test it, check things out. Yeah, he went and sat near an endgame crisis. No, go away. I think they're going to go for it anyway. I'm only contracted to do one battle. I don't want to do another. I'm sure we could handle it, but... How bad's that going to be? Alright, it probably won't be so bad if I put this down to easy. Yeah, just one. That's okay, that hero's more. And we don't need to send it so far back. But I just wanted to see how the army is overall. No, go away. Go away. No, stop it. Leave me alone. Come on. God, go away. Whatever. We don't need that other unit there. It's fine. Really gives you an idea of how powerful easy battle difficulty auto-resolve is compared to very hard. Yeah, that's it. Go away. I just need to get through this turn. Here's a little tidbit to you guys. Most disaster battles that are sent in cannot be won by me switching the difficulty to easy battle difficulty. I usually test that stuff. So the battles that are sent in are the ones that people can't just cheat their way out of by changing the difficulty. Which, I don't really consider it cheating, but... just whatever. Oh my god, fuck off. I'm glad I don't need to send this save file back. So it's turn 167, very late campaign. Alright, let's have a look. The upkeep cost has obviously been reduced by the loss of 2 heroes, so just add on an extra 413. Sorry, 426. Because there's 2 of them. Okay, so looking at them, they're costing 157. Let's have a look at his skills. So I know he's got We Are Legion. So that is reducing the reduced upkeep cost for Infernal Guard and Infernal Ironsworn units. So that also includes the Infernal Guard Fire Glaives. You can see that unit there. So it's really good they actually added that there. So, and we're getting bonus versus infantry, which doesn't really matter for this unit that much because they're shooting most of the time. Like, only a handful of them went into melee at any point in that battle, so 4 full stacks. So, is there anything else in here that he's specifically boosting? See, you're getting 15% physical resistance for Kadai units and reduced upkeep costs for the Kadai units. That's why I think that he should, if you're going to make use of his effects, he benefits most with Kadai stuff. And we've seen how powerful that can be as well. Okay, so looking at the Hellforge. Alright, well, he's actually gone up to 34 Fire Glaives so far, but at 34, because that would be like 2 full stacks of them, that's 2,300, so it's not that expensive, really. He's probably got all of the global reductions to reduce the armaments cost, at this, especially at this point in this campaign. So yeah, it's not inexpensive. Sorry, it isn't too expensive, I suppose, to get a full stack or 2 of Fire Glaives. But yeah, alright, another thing I want to check. I'm going to kick out Drazoath and put in a Overseer. I'm just going to have a look. Because the main benefit that Drazoath had was that he was reducing the upkeep cost, right? And just giving the bonus versus infantry, which, again, they don't need. But if we were instead to get Adjutant, we reduce the entire army by 5%. So, and then we get extra ammunition with this as well, which is probably more useful than bonus versus infantry. So it'll be a little bit more expensive than if you don't have it with Drazoath. Of course, you're missing out on his spell casting, but you could just get your Hashut caster to do that. If you're using it for Ashstorm, then the Demon Smith Sorcerer is maybe even better than it. Because you could go with Careful Casting. I think you can reduce the Winds of Magic further than for that specific spell than what Drazoath could. So yeah, the upkeep cost did go up a fair bit with this guy, but then again, you also need to get the Unbridled Cruelty for a reduced upkeep cost. So yeah, it's cheapest with Drazoath, but I think you could easily just do it with an Overseer and give them a little bit of extra ammo, which is definitely good. You know, like ammo. I like it a lot. Looking at the Infernal Castellans. Yeah, nothing here that's necessarily boosting the Infernal Guard, except for these ones over here, so we don't need loads of them. But it was mainly for the Flashbomb. The fact that these guys here can hold the line fairly well. The Unethical trait is bugged. And also, it is not supposed to affect Infernal Guard Fire Glaives. Actually, let me just check that. Oh, no, it does, actually. Well, it's supposed to. So, in theory, it's reducing the upkeep cost by 10%, but it's bugged at the moment. Now, watch, when I take it out of the army, it's not going to reduce the upkeep cost from 219 down any further. Because, yeah, it's bugged. But, yeah, hopefully they'll fix that trait soon, along with the 50,000 other characters in the game that has the wrong trait tags. And that's a good way to reduce the upkeep cost. You could theoretically, if they fix that, reduce it down to 0 with, I don't know, like 6, 7 of these units. But overall, I think it's a good Doom stack. I think it's relatively cost effective. You can get them reasonably early. Any Lord really can do well with them. Doesn't require a huge amount of heroes. It's very strong, very terrain dependent as well. Like going into loads of trees and hills is not good. They are very strong in melee, so they're fairly easy to use. So overall, I think this is a really good Doom stack. I just wouldn't put Gordon's Backstabber in here, and I wouldn't put it in Drazoath the Ashen's army specifically. He's not really boosting it by much. So in summary, it's pretty easy to use. You basically just sit there and let them shoot. It's very strong, and it's not expensive. It's certainly not the most expensive of the Doom stacks we've seen. So overall, a very good Doom stack. And if we have a look over here, of course, we've got the Hellforge unit upgrades, which optional if you want to put them in. Enables magical attacks, suppressive fire, passive ability, extra reload, extra powder, reload time reduction. If we actually just have a quick look, and I'll just assess if he actually chose the right things there. You know, based on what I think. Alright, so let's have a look. Stalk could be useful in some situations. Yeah, that's all fine. I don't think spell resistance is important. Vanguard deployment might actually be good. Yeah. Instead of maybe... No. No, I'm pretty happy with the choices he made there. Yeah, the only things I disagree with is Gordas and Drazoath. Okay, overall, great Doom stack. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later.